Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we have hot news. As you probably know, Google just killed FAQs rich results. What does this mean for SEO? What does this mean for iGaming and what you should do in 2026 to stay relevant? What other schemas you should actually use? So what happened? 7th of May, so very recently, Google has decided to remove schema markup for FAQs and they officially updated their documentation. FAQs rich results no longer appear in SERPs. So if you are using them, and yes, we have been evangelizing always to use schema markup to make it easier for Google to understand what are you serving, as well to have it beautifully organized for users because schema markup is really good for UX. This applies to all of the website, even some governmental and health ones. So keep this in mind, 7th of May, very recently. No more FAQs rich results. Very sorry about that if you were relying on it. Let's go through the timeline of changes because this was coming. Already in August 2023, Google has heavily restricted FAQs rich results in their SERPs. Now, in May this year, 2026, rich results for FAQs were completely removed and changes are still coming. So in June, it will be removed from Google Search Consoles, and then in August, it will be removed from Search Console API. So keep June and August in your mind. And now you are wondering, and I was as well, why did Google do this? But let's be honest, we overused it. And not just in iGaming, but in iGaming for sure. We have overused it and FAQs became spammy. We were serving very low quality just to gain the SERPs. So Google is aiming right now for cleaner, less cluttered search. And they are trying to really remove all the manipulative practices we're doing, including rich results. However, looking at our SERPs, drop domains, canonical abuse, parasites SEO, still flourishing. So I think they should concentrate on other things, but let's be honest, Google is not listening to me. And this is as well another step and shift toward the AI overviews. So out with the low quality, bring in AI overviews. And now the most important part of this video, what should you do now? Should you panic? Should you burn your websites? I highly recommend to start a cleanup, run an audit to see where you're using schema markup. If you keep it, it's not going to hurt you. However, I would start to clean it up and I would start to look for better alternatives for schema that is still working, that is still being promoted in SERPs, and that might actually help you. How to schema, especially for affiliation. How to claim bonuses. How to register an account. How to withdraw. There is so many things you can do that are basically questions, but could be how to schema instead of FAQ. Articles and blog posting, of course, if you are mainly affiliate and you are having lots of blog posts and articles, this is a very good schema to use and implement on your website. Organization and breadcrumbs, this is more of the EAT stuff. And of course, keep all of the content you created for FAQs. We love FAQs. We talk FAQs, we search FAQs, so keep it. Just reorganize it. It doesn't have to be schema markup, but if the content in your current FAQ schema markup is really good, why would you remove it? You just reorganize it because people love FAQs. And as well, SERPs do. So the bots do. It's just you need to work with them a little bit differently. Focus on people also ask optimization. We're trying that for years. And I would create actually dedicated part of a page or page with great UX for humans with all the FAQs, helping them understand how things work, because we are not into reading a wall of text. So if you can do this, if you can re-optimize your content, you might win. And look for new opportunities because FAQs are still very valuable. They are still going to be working for voice search. They're just not going to be working as schema markup. Okay, so take it out of a schema markup, re-optimize it, and aim for voice search. Voice search never became as huge as we hoped, however, is here. Obviously, AI answers, We know that they are using bluff, so bottom line up front, answer, question, answer. It works. It works for ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, all the AI overviews. You really want to optimize for this. And then use featured snippets that are still working. What is your action plan? I would highly recommend that you audit your website for existing FAQ schema. Test all of your current pages in Google Rich Results Test, of course. Replace FAQ schema with either optimized FAQ normal part of a page. I would take them out of crawlable accordions. We know that Google crawls them, does not love them. So take them out and use other schema that works. How-to article. Improve the FAQ's user experience. As I said, out of crawlable accordion. Rework your FAQs. Are they actually up to date? Do you know what your users are searching for? And are you including these questions? And are you answering them? Are you answering them like a robot or like a human? Remember, we are in an era where we need to optimize for both bots and humans. So please look into this and start to rethink. Track everything you have done and all of the impression in Google Search Console, of course. And then concentrate on the hygiene such as EAT. Of course, EAT is a very, very good signal for Google if you are building a long-term strategy. Conclusion, FAQ search results are dead. That's true. However, well-structured, high-quality FAQ content is not. I think this is the main thing I want you to remember from this video. Just because it died doesn't mean you go and remove all of that content from your website. You restructure it, you reuse it, use different schema, you remove schema, you remove crawlable accordions, please. The game has changed and it keeps changing. It's nothing new. It's just this changed right now. So adapt your strategy and try to win in the new era. Of course, we have got our iGaming SEO boardroom where we talk about all the news in SEO, all the news in iGaming. So if you want to stay on top of all of these crazy changes, feel free to join us. And of course, I'll be extremely delighted if you were to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.